Okay. Hey, everybody. Hopefully there are people there today. YouTube seems to be having a tough go of it right now. I don't know what's going on. It took me so long to try to set up these streams tonight. But anyway, what are we doing? We're on our way to Darkvale. Lake Karaz. Hillmaster Ravik. Where's Ravik from? Well, no going back there now. KJ. No, not J. Ooh. Chthonians hate me. Arcovian Undead hate me. Let's see. This is achievements. I'm forgetting all the buttons. H. Order's taken over the Northern Blood Grove. Brother Elvis. Northern part of Blood Grove. Assault the fortress and eliminate Master Ravik. So that would be Hyman's Chosen. And then Waterfront and Burwich. So that's what. First off, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Burwich and take care of this stuff. Get more fabric. I believe that's what it said, right? Abandoned waterfront in Burwich for fabric. I think I'm in the wrong spot. Burwich Village, Burwich Estates. Hey, that one egg. How you doing today? I feel bad for these things. Just running around, absolutely annihilating them. I just need fabric and then I'm on my way. But how you doing there, egg? I can't go through here. I have to go all the way around that? That's a tough bag of cookies. Not Mud Row. It said Burwich. I have to go just rummaging around, slaying, I think, random zombie villager dudes. The, ethereals. And then I'll get random bits of fabric. I need just one more. I had a feeling it was over here, to be honest. Really digging this build. You gotta go. Oh, there was a basement here? Flooded cellar. Bits. I just need me some fabric and I'll be on my way. Actually full. I don't know. Apparently I came in here once before. Because this is previously discovered. That's a wall. Okay. Break the door down. I want to know what that pentagram, or that's not even a pentagram. That's 6 or 7 stars on that? What that little circle does. No fabric. Okay. Came in this one. Go to this one. Food rations. I can't go here. I want to know how to be able to, like, destroy those rocks that are blocking everything. It's not dynamite, because it tells you when you can use dynamite at a demolition site. I wonder if it's an ability, or just, like, a story point that removes all those rocks. Alright, we cleared this. Hey there, Ratchet. How you doing? How's your day going? And over here. I need one little bit of fabric. I wish I could remember where I got the other two. If it was in town or on the outskirts. I don't know. That's one game I never played, Ratchet and Clank. Mostly because I never had a PlayStation growing up. I just remember reading an article the other day. It's that Ratchet and Clank game that came out like a year ago or something like that. Nobody at Sony wanted to go forward with it. They're like, who wants to play old games? But it was like one of their best sellers for that year. Maybe I should look into it. Alright, go up this way. I'm gonna go around this. I really want to wrap up this one mission. Ah, abandoned waterfront. That's what she said. Go to the abandoned waterfront to find yourself some stuff. Just some fabrics. Do I have to go through there, or is it this guy? You know what I want? Just need fabric. There we go. Let's get out of here. Go back to Devil's Crossing. Mission accomplished. Gotta bring it to the lady inside here. Want some fabric? Yeah. Great. This is more than enough to clean this place up a bit. Should also have some left over to make some new clothes. Many people here are wearing nothing but rags. Oh, and please take this jacket. I've been working on these for Briggs. And the other guards, but I think you've earned the first one. Fortified doublet. Unfortunately, lady, I have grown... I have discovered things much better than that. So yeah, you do like little random quests for people. And there's stuff that like helps spruce up the place. Alright, with this, I think maybe I take away the grasping vines. Wendigo totem. Wendigo totem. I don't have any of these in here. These are open forms in combat give you this. So these branch off of these guys. I just want the random perks that you get. But I don't really use Devouring Swarm or this guy, the Grasping Glass. I don't use them. I mean, like, should I? I don't know.
Farewell.
Alright, so now I have points to use. I actually have 5. This is the Wind Devils now do cold damage. And my Briar Thorn does this, and we get a totem. I think that's good. And then inventory, we have that done. Okay. Let's see. Rearrange. This is going to be... Well, yeah, you're going to be there. These guys seem... Wind Devils always seem to be a thing. So I'm just going to put you at 0. 3 is going to be my totem. Plus 10 health regenerated per second. Increase your health. Oh. Alright, so now we have... my dude. My wind dudes. Alright, let's continue where we were before. We were at the homestead. We were making our way up through Morton's Claim and Blood Grove. I think, actually, this quest, Enemy of My Enemy. The Order's taken over Fort Harran in the northern Blood Grove. We'll get to Fort Harran. Okay. Got it. I know what we're doing. I like to pretend that I know what we're doing, actually. Dropping this totem. After 15 seconds. I drop this in the middle of a fight, right? Good lord. Oh, can't go that way yet. Debilitation? Interesting. I like it. I think. Make sure. Life tap. Mend wounds. So it mends my wounds and it also sucks life out of other people. Okay. So that's what it does. And it scales with... I said it scales with... player damage bonuses. So anything I get that buffs my damage, it also buffs the life sap and everything else. Oh, Fort Harran. Exactly what I'm looking for. Perfect. You. I guess it only sends out those beams when there's someone nearby. I can only have one totem active at a time, I think. Boiling blood. These are all enhancements, which is fine. Anything else down here that's lootable? I don't think so. No. Okay, this is Fort Harron. We gotta go kill Master Ravik here. Something here. Give me your stuff. Nothing. Looking for the loot stuffs. Doesn't look like there is much loot here. Here's where we gotta go. Fort entrance. Alright, so that was all just to get in there. That's all like the ramparts and whatnot. Now we're inside. My day was a little interesting. It was like my first... Yesterday was my first official day back at work after taking off a week for like my birthday or time. But most of my job, my team is located in the UK. So it was a bank holiday yesterday, so like it was kind of just like an extra day off. Today was the first day back and it was like... Ooh, howdy. And then YouTube's being a little weird. I'm glad that you're here. Lets me know that it's actually working. Because if I go into my dash, it shows me that like I have no videos, I have no anything. And then I hit refresh, it shows a couple, and then they disappear. Like, YouTube's just having a hard day today. So... setting up the streams today, too, was kind of a pain, because that whole thing, it kept saying, like, oops, something went wrong, oops, something went wrong. I figured out how to make it not go wrong. But how you doing, Paradox? How you feeling and everything? Hey, Samson. It's not channel-wise, it's just YouTube in general is just having an issue. And I saw, I think, Reddit posts from like 2 years ago with the exact same issues, Samson. So it's just one of these things we just gotta write it out. Setting up a live, I couldn't reuse settings from old streams. I had to like create them from scratch. Which, I don't even know if I have all the settings marked off the proper way. So if this VOD disappears, I am sorry. Surgeon's calling it surgery for next week. The one... What? They called to schedule the surgery you already had? Or did they discover that they need to do an additional one? I know you said it took longer than they planned. Maybe they didn't finish everything? I don't know. L. Here we go. Okay, these totems help out tremendously. Your amulet, fire, burn. Nothing for electric. It comes on Tuesday. Someone forgot to mark your file. Ah. Weird though that they're trying, like, even if it was one of those things where it's like they forgot to mark that you had it, like, isn't the date in the past? fire, lightning. I'll try that one. That's the part that's worrying or troubling to me. It's like, but it's in the past. That should have been like first bit. Unless there's some weird kind of time travel technology that I am unawares of where they can do that. Go back in the past and retroactively do what they gotta do. Sabatons. Nope. First day sitting up. Nice, dude. Nice. Any ETA on like when you can get back to like normalcy? Brother Elvis. Elvis. He's like all the way down here, right? Where were you? I think it's Sorrow's Bastion. Oh, that's what you get to know on Tuesday. Gotcha. I gotta go here, right? Brother Eluvius. I think this is where I have to go. Yep, there he is. Have you dealt with Ravik? You've exceeded even the Blessed Father's expectations. He wishes to speak with you. Do not make him wait, brother. Can you tell me about Kaiman? He is our prophet, the voice of Empyrean. His guidance has brought us strength when we needed it most. He embodies hope in a world with none. Alright, where is the guy? I guess he's in here.
I can't open that.
Where am I supposed to... Hey now. I'm supposed to meet the man's, right? Oh. So, like, I'm supposed to go to Kaimon. Through Empyrean, all is possible. Can't go through there. Kaimon's chosen. Huh.
See anything you like?
Where am I supposed to go? We're level 42. Why am I getting such high-end gear, dude? I can't even. Throw you here. Get sold. 315 armor. Better physique. Better vitality damage. I think I'm gonna keep what I got. Thank you, but no thank you. Everybody has stuff and things. This also made a huge change right there. Alright, let's get out of here. Because Father, whatever, Kaiman wants to see me, but he doesn't want to show himself to me. Whatever. Alright, now we go up to Darkvale Gate. That was Harren. Ding ding. This just connects to Fort Harren. Right? Yeah. Is there more that it connects to? No. Okay. Skills. Let's do some soldier stuff. Health generated per second. Yeah. There we go. So I'm like I'm trying to make myself like an undying shaman, like a lightning priest or a elemental guy. Basically, I'm trying to be Raiden with body armor and a sword. Definitely gonna have to sink points into this shaman totem though. If it's gonna heal me, that's fantastic. Village of Darkvale. Want to exhaust all map possibilities before we proceed. You know what I tried doing today? I tried playing a little bit of Last Epoch, the new season, but I don't know. The whole idea of seasons in games is cool, but like having to replay the intro stuff, I started like falling asleep while playing. That did not happen the first time I played it because it was all brand new and I'm trying to be like, oh, what's this? What's this? Now that I know all the stuff, it's like, yawn, sleep. While running around doing stuff. That's why I like one and done games. Village of Darkvale. Alright, so now we're in the village. That's why I'm hesitant to play Path of Exile again. That's Fort Heron. Okay, so now this is where this stops. Outlining everything. I like how my Briarthorn has an actual ability now. That's actually really cool. I think the only way that I'd be able to replay, not PoE, but yeah, also PoE, Last Epoch is if I pick a completely different class. If I pick Wizard or something. Trevor's note. Hello, Trevor, with your note. Trevor's note. For weeks I've been getting the feeling that something bad is coming. Like a knot in the pit of my stomach that won't go away. Each day it gets a bit worse. I have noticed a lot more travelers from the capital of Arulan heading south with all their worldly possessions. I asked a few for news for them from the north, but nobody could give me a clear answer. Just an unshakable feeling that something awful was about to happen. How is it that we all share the same dread? No shipment from the capital again. Last week we didn't get our latest deliveries, and now again, no shipment coming in means no shipment going out. How am I supposed to run a store if I don't have supplies to sell? Local goods are fine, but I rely on being able to sell things people can't get straight from their neighbors. I'm hearing a hushed conversation in the streets and a customer told me she saw some cloaked figures rolling a barrel down to the lake. Now the town drunk is missing. More likely than not, he finally tripped and tumbled over the ravine, but still, there's this strange chill in the air and everyone seems to be on edge. I'm starting to think that packing up shop and heading south may be the best thing to do. Trevor Mills. Yeah, here's your store. Anything here for me to like ransack and take for my own? No? That's rude. Alright, so nothing here. Kill the non-believer? Adios. Wormclaw. What's here? Hello? Whole lot of nothing. As of right now, I think whatever I've been doing the right way with my build. I did see some... I don't want to move too far ahead before checking out everything back here. Dynamite. Missed a spot down here. Do 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 do. And some more lore. Bridgewater's journal. 231. No, this goes. I'm not one to wish ill on anyone for their beliefs, but I can't say I like this new faith spreading around the town as of late. With all the frightening rumors coming from the north, religious fanatics stirring up populace is the last thing we need. Heath Strabo says this religion of Cthon is not new, but in fact very old. Well, if it's been around for so long, how come I've never heard of it? One of their preachers invited me to sit in and listen on their sermons to dispel any ill feelings I have towards the matter. They seemed innocuous enough, but the obsession with blood and rejoining with their God on the end of days left me uneasy. Another person has gone missing. Last week it was Tom, who I admit was a drunk and a nuisance to the town, but this week it was Mary Tess, the town's seamstress. Zaria told me that she saw Mary leaving town with a group of refugees, just as Trevor did a few days prior. At least Trevor stopped by my place to say he was leaving, but Mary, she didn't say goodbye or take anything with her. It's just all very strange. As I write this, I'm preparing to meet with the town leaders to work on a way to handle all of the travelers passing through Darkvale Gate. Hundreds come through every day now. Thankfully, most don't stop, but if this keeps up, we will have a real problem on our hands. I don't know what's going on in the capital, but it has everyone concerned. Gregor Bridgewater, Mayor of Darkvale. So they're starting to get that uneasy feeling that, what was that? Briarwitch? Symphonic seal of something. I gotta collect these, because some of those, ruined shrines, not temple, shrines, use these as a, resource to unruin them. Now what's this way? just gonna get rid of everybody in this little town. Until I can't. Okay, so that's it for that part. So now we continue up our way. Boom, 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 boom. Nice to know my loot filter works today. I think there was something in that building here. Keeper Chambers Journal. Oh, hold up. Gotta fight. Okay, there we go. No, I lost it. Peacekeeper Chambers Journal. Okay. Our little town is surrounded by forts and soldiers of the Imperium, and yet I have never felt more alone or vulnerable. Each day I see more and more soldiers leaving Fort Harran to head north, while the road through Darkvale is a never-ending stream of refugees heading south. Those fleeing the capital tell horrific tales of people gone crazy, of robbing and looting, and as madness consumes the head of our nation. One story even described a mob running down a woman in the street and devouring her alive. It sounds like a horror story, but I am assured that's the whole truth. With so many new faces in town, my deputies are tasked with holding the town together. Fighting over scarce goods has become a daily ritual. We have had several murders in the past 2 weeks, a concept once entirely strange to our little village. 3 more people have vanished over the last week, and at first we didn't pay much heed to it, what with the coming and going of folk on account of the refugee situation, but with these 3, it now makes a total of 6 that have gone missing since Tom, with not a soul aware of where they'd gone to. Whatever is stirring in the capital must be making its way here as well, some unseen dread that you can't quite pinpoint, but you can see it in the faces of those traveling south. Desperation, fear, it's all around us now, and it's taken root in Darkvale. The mayor has expressed similar concerns, particularly around a strange new religion that's been attracting followers recently. Could they be behind the recent disappearances? Yes. Unequivocally, yes. 100,000%. 10 billion%, as Dr. Stone, whatever his name is in Dr. Stone would say. Treasure trove. Look at all that loot. What did we just pick up? One hand. Ah, it's a one-handed axe. That makes me sad. I need two-handed weapons in order to make my build viable. Zarya's journal, I see that in there. Everything is proceeding as the Blood Lord has intended. My year-long employment as the town's apothecary has earned me the people's trust, and I am now in a perfect position to spread our cause. For those who refuse to listen to reason, who refuse to embrace the truth that is Cthon, my position as healer has made it an easy thing to take life without arousing suspicion. A little bit of powder from the Astercar nightshade root mixed with the prescription will put anyone to sleep for hours. After that, it's a simple matter of retrieving the dissenter and perform the required observances. With each person we return to Cthon, I carve his sigil in their flesh. For me, it is the most important step in the early stage of the draining ritual. Blood drains quickly from its slit across the carotid artery, carotid artery, and drains into the specially prepared oak casks that the carpenter, another blessed by blood work with this task, prepares for me. Not as nice as the glass vessels we have been preparing, but so much easier to hide suspicion. The body is stored in a second barrel, weighed down with stones, and sunk to the bottom of the lake. Nearly every death over the last year has added to our tribute, with no suspicion falling upon us. But now, with the servants of the false gods arriving at the capital and spreading havoc across the empire, our time has finally arrived to reveal ourselves from the shadows and usher humanity into the end times. All shall receive the gift of reunification. Hot damn. Zarya was a liar the whole time. I think I missed a spot down here. Hold on. The map does not look filled in. Get out of there. Come on. I feel like I did go there. Only because it's so far away. Bathhouse. Nothing up here. The process of collecting blood was so slow it was driving me crazy, so I set up a 2-tank system, then rigged the public bathhouse plumbing with a drain switch. Now we can drain the water from the tubs back into the water tank, but when I flip the switch, the drain will go into the second tank, where the blood can then be stored. However, the pulley system with hooks was the crowning accomplishment. It hides out of sight when it's not in use, but when we are ready for sacrifices. Zarya has provided me with a nightshade root to dissolve with the bath salts. Combined with the hot water, it should lull our guests to sleep. Then we drain the water, perform the rites, flip the switch, and collect the offerings without spilling a single drop. It took some effort, but I am proud of what I have set up. It's the first step to mass collections, and it will speed up the process. I cannot wait to tell the others. This is almost like that, that house. There was this one dude, I can't remember his name, but he went by initials like HH something or HW something. And he had a house or a hotel that was basically set up to murder and dispose of bodies in the most chillingly efficient way possible. It reminds me of that story. If only I could remember their name. But that's neither here nor there. Let us continue. Ruined shrine? What do you take? Oh, cleanse this way. And mortar. Alright, we have a devotion. We have 2 I can do. What have we started? We have this. Physical damage. Physical damage. I mean, what can we do? Fire. You're yellow, you're tortoise. Defensive. There we go, lightning. That is much better than what I was trying to do before. All pets. Alright, you're what I need. Green. Or wait. Undo that. Can I just... Yeah. With Tempest, that makes the most sense. Confirm the changes. So now I have a lot more lightning damage. Let's go. What? I was right there. They just one-shot. That was Zarya. They just one-shot me, dude. Gotta do all that again. Well, now I get to go and check on the That path I was talking about. Then we put the little gate out there too. Got everything from here? Yeah, that was where we saw the shop. Nothing here. No more book names. Nothing in there. We did these already. I'm just double checking to make sure. I think it was this one I was talking about that I couldn't. I don't think I went to. Yeah, I definitely didn't because these guys are alive. Nothing to see here. Okay. We went here though. Okay. Alright, time to head out of here. Go back to Zarya and get one shot yet again. Ready with this? I think it was also because I didn't have my hands in the right spot. I kept hitting the non-heal button. Right, she's coming up soon. Drop it here. We got her to half health. Are you serious with that, like, one shot? That is insane. Why are you one-shotting me? That's the question.
That skill's not ready.
It's those things, those stupid lightnings. Alright, played that one a little better now. Zarya's Journal 2. Ooh. Lightning electrocute. Electrocutes up. Lightning is on here. Rare amulet. Nothing. So we're going to swap body armor now. Hold on. This goes here. Learning the hand mortar. What's the component? Mark of the Traveler? Increases my offensive. Yeah, alright, so let's put also Spirit up. More lore. Zarya's Journal, page 2. 42. I have been informed by my messengers of the Bloodlord that the preparations for the resurrection at the necropolis have begun. Our time to seize the town is now. The sheriff and his peacekeepers will be dealt with first. With them gone, the remaining civilians will fall in line with our doctrines or be harvested for the ritual. I have already dispatched my loyal bloodsworn to barricade the Darkvale gates, trapping the refugees inside. They will all fuel the ritual in due time. Once news of this reaches the Black Legion, we will have to be prepared for a counter-assault. I will personally see to converting the frightened and misguided who remain in Darkvale. If they will not join our cause, then they can dance at the end of a rope and be drained as encouragement to those who have yet to choose. They must all learn that there is no place safer than under the guidance of the Bloodlord. They must come to understand that there is no peace to be found in the lands to the south. Only in the warm embrace of Cthon will we truly be where we belong. These guys are nuts. Absolutely. Now I gotta go slay Karaz. This is the actual mission. Darkvale Gate. Unlocked. Two-handed sword. No. No. I'm gonna go back to Homestead, I think it was. And sell off some of these wares. Really? Not today, friend. Okay, up here. That's the stash, man.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Offhand. Oh, I could use this finally. Yeah, sell that off. Fortunately, sell that. Gonna get to level 42 and then 43. Metal amulet.
Iron well spent.
All right. Now we go back to where we were. Darkvale Gate. I wonder how many more shrines there are. How many more points I can assign. I didn't want to do that. Technically, my gun is a two-handed weapon. Let's see how this works. Shots are a lot faster. I like the sword better. Nothing here. Broken path over there. A lot of stuff seems to have gone down in this area. It's down here. Can't go anywhere down there. Closed off. Blood for Cthon. Try to console them. I try to tell them everything will be alright. Their eyes go wide with fear as I find the spot between the ribs and push the blade in. They always cry and it makes me a little sad. They do not yet understand. I watch the blood as it flows down their naked legs into the large basin I have placed below their suspended form. Cthon calls for every drop. To ensure I get it all, I begin by making shallow cuts. First the legs, then the torso, then lastly the arms. Slowly they struggle over sins and they accept their fate. At last they find understanding. The blood is not theirs. They are only holding it for another, and now it must be returned to Cthon whom it rightfully belongs. At last their fear is peeled away as they are happy to give the blood freely. Dude, that's... I know this is all just fake and lore and stories and stuff, but just the idea of someone so calmly, collectively doing that and then writing about it as if it's a matter of factly is just disturbing. We go back this way all the way. I think I missed a spot here. Yeah, this spot right here I missed. From some human remains. Give me your monies. You're not going to need them at all ever again. Let's go this way. All the way down to the end of the hall. Make a right. Go all the way up. I wonder if this is going to be like when we had to kill the doctor. It might be. Nice job. Nope. It looks like this is the way we have to go. Means I want to go the other way and see all the other stuff that I'm not supposed to see. That is a lot of range damage. That seems to be my downfall, is the range damage. Nothing over there. I thought it was something over there. That looks like the way out. So we gotta go all the way up here and see what the hell's going on. Bloodsworn. How do I get that? Oh, I gotta go through all this. Okay. How did I get to where I am? How did this happen? Okay, so I need to get to... Oh. Hang a left here and go all the way back up there. There we go. Yeah, I want to... Maybe not. Treasure? 332? No. Nothing for my build. Embraces. Plus 13% to all damage? No. What's up here? Dynamite. Worth the adventure just for that. Nothing on the other side. Oh, hi. Ready one. Nope. Kills my lightning output. Alright, so now I've explored everything. Now we go to the second floor. Yeah, I think this is going to be like when we had to fight the doctor. Going through his laboratory. Okay. Where am I calling down lightning from inside a house? Or a castle? Nice. This is a massive floor. Corpse dust. Delicious. Alright, so we found how far down this goes. How far deep does it go? No. No. I would love to get like another more powerful weapon, but I doubt it's going to be anywhere near here. Hello, treasure. This place has been ransacked. I don't know where it is I'm supposed to be. That's where I came from. So I don't want to go back downstairs. We want to keep going up. I'm assuming to the top of the castle. Go find Karaz. This looks promising. I need to go over here and see the rest. That's a chthonic rift, okay. I feel like that's where we're going to have to go to fight this guy. It's like to kill Karaz. Kakaraz. Am I the Vegeta in this story? I think Vegeta had the better character arc and story overall than Goku. That's just my hot take. Sell it. I believe I missed all of this. Just all the way back here. Kaimon's chosen is respected. So I guess that's the easy way to like grind rep, would be just to go to an area where you know they are the sworn enemy of the faction you're trying to get on the better side of. Because I think the bounty boards is the only thing that I could think of that are gated by your reputation with certain factions. So just stick to an area and kill all of their sworn enemies, and eventually you'll become trusted or whatever it is. Nothing there. I'm gonna go around this way. It's a very specific route it wants me to take. But we don't go in there. We don't jump in the giant rift in the floor. I don't think. We might have to. Nope, we don't. Well, yeah. My pet's missing. Alright, so we can't go there. It's just for look. It's just for show. Alright, here's where we drop our portal. Or here's where we drop our portal. And now we go fight. That's going to close behind me. Yep. Just tank it. Well, that totem came in so clutch there. That's only phase 1, right? Of course it is. Oof. He's demolishing you.
That skill's not ready.
Okay. That hurt. Good thing we put our little portal there. Let's go. There's my little experience. Thank you.
Can't do that.
Yeah, those crystals are what screw me over.
That skill's not ready.
Slade Karaz. Flame brand, I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, nope, gonna get rid of that. Prismatic eviscerate. Ooh. Level 40. God damn it, dude. Fire, Aether, offensive ability, yeah. God damn, I wish I could just get better weapons. Or things that match what I need. So the things I need to keep on hand are, I'm going to keep the Flame Brand. This. More lightning damage plus electrocute damage. No, it was this. That's what we're keeping. You. Two more levels. The End of Times. Quest item for Karaz's Tome. Now. Rare belt. Ether missiles. Lightning sphere. This is... I lose physique. I lose overall things when I take this away. Let's just keep that there. You're gonna go away. I'm gonna keep you. You're gonna go away, and you're gonna go away. Yeah, so all that stuff's just going out the window. We're going to keep you for level 40. So the End of Times. Bloodsworn Supplicants of Cathan. It is great. Let me see something. Hold on here. What's going on here? 1 second. My Discord is being weird. Well, it's not being weird. It's being active for a change. Okay. Put this back. Time to read things. Time to read things. Bloodsworn Supplicants of Cathan, it is with great purpose that we gather here today for what will be my final sermon to you. You have devoted yourselves completely, forsaking all past relations, earthly possessions, and free will. You have proven that you are finally ready to become part of a greater whole, to receive the glorious gift of reunification. I must remain behind with the others to finish our great work. Yet, even as you depart your lives, you will advance in this broken world one step closer to the end time. The time when the dismal, suffering world will become reunited with Cthon, making the oldest of the old whole again and righting the great wrong perpetrated millennia ago by the false gods. These upstart gods who manipulated the course of our existence set themselves up to be the objects of worship and have lived off of our blood and toil for ages. The end time will also bring doom to the wayward ethereals, past agents of the false god who betrayed and then cast into the formless aether once their purpose had been served. They have hindered us, slaughtered our brethren, and have tried to claim dominance over this world, yet we must also thank them, for it is the ethereals who have unwittingly made possible our ascension by destroying the Empire and its Inquisition. No longer does this Inquisition haunt us, suppress our truths, or deny us access to our sacred places. Unshackled from the strictures of the Empire, people have awakened from the false dream of civilization and our ranks have swelled. Not knowing the history of our world, the ethereals are ignorant of the doom that we will awaken. They cannot surmise our endgame, and once they realize what they have set in motion, it will be too late for them to stop us. Our most devoted brethren march with legions of the void for Necropolis. They need only prevent our enemies from breaching our final line, for even as they attack our forces, the blood they spill will feed our resurrection ritual. Once we suffered our greatest defeat, our ultimate triumph shall be reborn. The Lagorian forerunner of the end time will carry 1,000 screaming voices of Cthon into the world and usher in a new age. This guy is absolutely batshit crazy. The whole, yeah, you guys go take your own lives. I'm going to stay behind and make sure everything's cool here once you and continue the mission. I'm not going to partake in drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm going to make sure that nobody follows you onto the spaceship behind the comet. That's the kind of vibe it's giving off. Where am I on the map? I need to get to here. That rift. And then we go back. Oh, we're getting to the fun part now. There's a ton of stuff coming at us at one shot. Okay. It went from like somewhat slowish to just like, yeah, we're gonna throw it all at you now. The hand-holding training wheels are off. It's time to do the thing. Well, we finished Darkvale Gate. Let's go. There it is. Alright, that's this. Let's go back to Homestead. Sell off things we've earned. Also go back to Captain Silver.
Why do you have such a grin on your face? What happened out there?
Karoz lies dead, but I found some disturbing information on him.
Let's see it. I'll be damned. If the bastards pull this off, we may as well slit our own throats. This scenario is well beyond my pay grade, or would be if I were getting paid.
Did I just... Whoopsie
I've
daisy
already
that?
informed Creed of your recent actions. He is most eager to speak with you. Inquisitor Creed is one of Irulan's chief exterminators of the occult and the strange. Incidentally, he was outside the capital during the fall as he was tracking down just how deep the ethereal corruption ran.
I'll speak to him at once. But also, I could swear it said that I got a ring that I don't see here, or unless this is it. No. Metal. Oh, there it is. Mark of Oaths. Yeah, we're gonna take that one. Actually, the one that I had was better. Sell that one off. All this gets sold. I think. Yeah, no, we do that. Why did I want to put this on there? Nah, leave that. Selling all my wares.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Amulet, oath, metal. So 2 more levels for this, so it's like 1 point something. Speak to Inquisitor Creed. Inquisitor Creed Bratton.
You're here. Good. We have much to discuss. I've heard of it. It has been performed only once before. It serves me. Results were, shall we say, not good. The cult must not be allowed to see this through. We must make for the cultist ranks scattered. We can once again reconnect with the main Legion force to the north. And just in time, too. Based on the information you've brought back from Karos, we need to immediately send all available forces to the necropolis and stop that ritual. Algrim and I will be leaving shortly with a small contingent of troops. Will you meet us at Fort Icon? It lies just beyond the Astakarn Mountains, through the Darkvale gates.
I'll meet you there, buddy. Okay, now that we have our next story beat. Fort Icon. Where is Fort Icon? Oh, there you want to go? Damn, dude. I'm still concerned about the Pine Barrens, why we didn't find that, but let's continue. Alright, time to go to the next castle. Nothing here. Whole bunch of nonsense down there, I see.
I can't do that yet.
Devil's Rim. I wonder if being up here does anything different. Well, that looks like a fighting pit down there, almost. $39. Did that last time. Now we have... Let's see, do I go for this here? Lives for 15 seconds, restores 3% plus 100 health. Okay. Life tap. Do. Lightning damage. Lightning damage. Lightning damage. Basically just lightning damage like crazy. Cool. Alright, so this is just like a pit. I'm gonna go down there and have some fun. Also, I don't think we have any other choice because we have to walk out that way. I wish you could change the size of your mouse on screen. I get lost sometimes in all the chaos. Alright, push on through. Boom, 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 boom. Signet of Glacier. No. I wonder what the end game is for this. Children. Nice. Enemy hero, but not enemy boss. Just a rando enemy hero just chilling out here in the mountains. And I showed up and... Whoa. Hold on to that. No. So that's it for this area. Let's go on. Esterkarn Road. Oh, hello. You guys want to be friends? No. But I do see some lore. Carbine. 90 to 131. Physical Aether Chaos. I mean, that seems like it's a little bit stronger, huh? 270. No, this goes away. Away. Yeah, this. Hey there, beefy cats. How you doing? Metal brethren of the nerd realm. I am doing quite well. How art thou tonight? Pets get bonuses. Elemental resist. I might swap out for this. And it takes a hit. Except for my health. My health buffs up a lot. Does this... Oh, because if I don't do that, I don't have the health for that. Good. Just gotta stop by every once in a while to make sure. Well, I'm glad there are people like you out there, beefy cats, doing the good work. But take care, have a good one, and I'll see you eventually. Have a good one. I need... What do I need to buff up? Spirit. Health and Constitution. Emerald will do it. That's what we're going with. There we go. That's why everything dropped drastically. Just lose a little bit of spirit, but we gain a ton of health. I'd rather take that, actually. Trip South, Part 1. The notebook is caked in dried blood and mud, and many pages appear to have been deliberately torn out. Day 3. John holds our Sylvie with one arm as he drives the wagon. He is smiling and happy as he tells us that we should reach the mountain in a few days. It's sad to leave our home, but I'm hopeful for a better life far away from the dangers that seem to be ever increasing here in the north. Day 4. Sylvie is so happy, running along the side of the wagon picking flowers. I was really worried about her being unhappy as we left behind the only home she's ever known. The wonder and splendor that is youth, it warms my heart. Day 6. The mountains are looming ahead of us, and the cold is getting sharp. I can see the worry in John's face as he tries to keep up his spirits. I know he only wants to protect us from the dangers, and I can only pray that we make it past the mountain before the snow. Day 8. We are in the shadow of the mountain now, and the days are shorter. Snow has started to fall, and the cold came on so suddenly it surprised us. We have warm clothes, but the wind cuts right through them. Day 11. We've reached at the base of a fort. There are a few other travelers here who have told us of the way through the Darkvale is blocked. With our food running low, we were hoping to resupply at Darkvale Gate Merchant District. Now I don't know what we will do. Turning back is not an option with the snow coming down so fast. John says he's going to start to talk to the others soon. Day 16. The horse died today. John is saddened by this, but at least it'll feed us until help arrives. I hate that we had to make this trip with Sylvie. She is only 9, and I don't like the way the other men at camp look at her. Day 22, so that's a decent time later. All of our horse meat is gone. It would have lasted longer if we didn't have to share it with the others, but John said things could have gone badly if we did not. I don't like thinking about what he meant by that. Ginger ale is so good. My 2 vices are ginger ale and Dr. Pepper. Those are the only sodas I will ever... Well, those are the 2 that I go for. Most times, places we go, me and the lady, Pixie, they have ginger ale on hand. Not so much Dr. Pepper. When they don't have Dr. Pepper, I I go for root beer. Mug root beer specifically. Not the same, but it hits. Saw Trip South Part 2 over here though. Hold on. Overmind. Trip South Part 2. Day 28. Gods protect us, we have been starving. I spent the morning searching the woods for nuts and bugs to eat. I can't believe that it doesn't shame me to say I've been eating bugs when I can find them. When I got back to camp, I found that John had killed a man that attacked our daughter. Day 29. John has brought Sylvie and me a small portion of meat. I don't ask where he got it. Day 30. The other men asked what happened to their friend. John told them that he tried to hurt our little girl and he offered them some freshly cut meat. They took it without another word and left us alone. Does friendship mean so little in these times? Day 36. In the camp, when the man came to the tent to make his advance, John killed him in front of Sylvie and me. I'm so hungry I don't even care. Day whatever. It's so hard to write. Numb fingers and the cold dulls my thoughts. The dark of the mountain makes it easy to lose track of the days. Another man has been lured into our tent in exchange of food for the promise of warmth. They must know it's a trap. Maybe they are ready to die. They lie to themselves even as they walk into the butcher's blade. Our next visitor was wise to the attack. John killed him, but not without suffering a terrible wound. He is not sure he'll survive the night. I find that I don't care as much as I should. All I see is a potential meal. God's what's happening to me. John lasted longer than we've expected, draining our dwindling food supplies. I took care of it. Now we have food for a long while. Oh my god. Things get bleak out, dude. Super heckin' bleak. Did I did, okay. Making sure that I allotted all my skill points. So now that I'm up on this mountain, does doing cold damage matter to these guys? Acid poise, nope. Trip South Part 3. Story time with terrible, terrible endings. Sylvia has become angry, spiteful, malevolent. Where did all the tenderness and innocence of my little girl go? Why is it that I don't care anymore? I should care but feel nothing. There is no one left here in camp, all gone. We must move. Hard to hide blood, frozen snow, easy for prey to know. Harder to write, hard to think about anything but hunger. New place off-road, easy to lure new travelers going south. Safe place, never find it. No food again. I encourage Sylvie to find people to bring here for food. She's gleeful at suggestion. John is gone, so I do the killing now. So hungry, don't even bother to cook food anymore. Talk to woman today, still alive as we eat. Talk to a woman today, still alive as we eat, blood in mouth. She asks why. Only word I say, hungry. Sylvie laugh that she talk while we eat her. Hair falling out, don't care. Men won't be lured no more. They know what awaits them no matter we chase. Sylvie good hunter now. She likes kill. Me too. Should feel bad knowing it's wrong. Know it's wrong, but it feels so good to feed. Don't feel cold no more. Shards of frozen blood, cut lips, split gums, don't care. Chase men, terror makes flesh taste sweeter, good. So hungry, must find more. The rest of the text is impossible to make out. There was a story. Can I go through the old stuff? I forget where it is, but, this is... Was it Mayor's Journal? Someone was talking about how people from the north were scared because people were just literally pulling people down and eating them screaming hungry. So it sounds like these people are changing, which is gnarly. The whole saga there was kind of sad, though. Oh, we're going to be happy to go about our new life in a new way and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I'm a zombie now. I embrace it. The Traveler. Okay. Gotta go around. Alright, you got it, you got it. Smash. Archmage, Old steel. Over here. Okay, so we're at Road Rift, Mountains Rift. So we're getting closer to Fort Icon. That's where we have to go to meet up Inquisitor Creed. What's going on? That lighting is so cool.
Yeah. That skill's not ready.
Where is this exactly taking? Oh, we gotta go through there too. So we do all this stuff, go down. The map design in this game is absolutely phenomenal. muchachos. So chat, how you guys doing tonight? See, we got a couple of butts in the seat. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but how you guys doing out there? Shrine sealed by chthonic energy. The shrine lies dormant. Sealed by chthonic energies. That's a new one. Sealed. Here and now, when I level up, I'm going to do more of the shaman side than the fighter side. Tomb of Korvac. What does that mean? Sealed by chthonic energies. Means I obviously have to break the seal / dispel or loose the energies. All the beasts first, all the mobs. My natural healing, the hit heals, and this totem. We're good. Got him. Elemental damage. It's decent armor. Plus elemental resist. Ooh, Thunder Touch bracers. Lightning damage, physical damage, torrent, brute. Ooh. Let's throw these on. I can't use them till 42. Love that for me. Absolutely love that for me. Does this do anything to my... I need physique 314. Okay. It adds energy. A little bit of offensive. Lowers my armor rating? How is that possible? Oh, because it has more bleeding and other stuff. How does it lower my armor rating, dude? That don't make no sense. Well, you're going in the pile. Hey, Frank, how you doing, buddy? Doing good, nice to hear. Very nice to hear that. We've completed our objective tonight of going through Darkvale Gate. I thought it was going to take longer. It's only getting better because I keep finding armor to increase lightning and elemental damage. and I've been slotting a little bit more into shaman than fighter as of late. I think that's what I'm going to keep doing. I have a decent amount of fighter stuff, but I feel like shaman's the way that I want to go overall. But yeah, it's doing work, this build. Now we have a totem. Tomb of Korvac. Korvac. I mean, I occasionally, like, I was getting one-shot by one of the bosses because I didn't understand, like, the fight mechanic, kind of. But once I figured it out, it's like, oh, avoid this, run here, and I'm able to live. Because now I have a totem that grants me health. It heals for me, and it does vitality damage to the enemy. So, it's kind of neat. Right there. Now when I go like toe-to-toe with a boss, I just drop a totem. I'm usually okay. Usually. I should probably drop one of these here. Just in case I die in here. I've also got like life leech on hit, I believe, so my build is coming along. Let's see what that looks like. But also, I need to put on this tuft of hair, right? Or I could put on... Yeah. You killed my Briarthorn? Who killed my Briarthorn? Well, that right there puts a ton of hey. These crystals are what does me in. There's one boss that kept spawning a bunch of those crystals, and I just kept getting, like, nuked. Alright, this guy's here. Looks like Gollum. Sitting in the corner, guarding its precious. Alright, go this way. I don't know what the purpose of this place is. Imagine if it's like the next boss and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna run through here randomly and kill you. Sirs? Nope. I'll do acid, poison at all. Any kind of that stuff. I need stuff that makes you go brr with the lightning. That's all I want. Give me lightning perks. Lightning and electrocute. Polished emerald, thank you very much. No. Definitely missed this. Probably connects. Let's go see. Hopefully it does. And locked off. Yeah. I think it's more so like previously I was playing like Diablo and Path of Exile where there's like too much choice to do. So like my immediate reaction is, hey, let's get a guide to like walk me through this spot. Okay, that hurts. I'm in trouble. Got him. Tempest of the Void. Ooh, lightning damage. Chaos damage. Let me guess. It's way above my... It's way above my level. I'm doing things that are way above my level, dude. It's starting to make me upset. Maybe that's why I shouldn't just wander into, like, clear boss areas. Life binder. Oh, I saw that. So we were talking in Discord about, Frank, that No Man's Sky typically updates, Hello Games typically updates on a Wednesday. I don't know why I thought it was I think Blizzard and Bungie always updated on Tuesdays. I remember that when I would play Destiny. It's like I would go live at 7. It was also when Destiny would push out their updates, which made Tuesdays not fun. A lot of sitting around waiting for Steam to process the update and push it down. Ripped entrance, dude. Okay, I was about to say, like, so that was all that in a crypt. So we just did a little detour. Did a little detour. But essentially what we know is once Light No Fire's account retweets something from Sean, you know, it's on, right? And so we started here. We started here today. Did Darkvale, Tomb of the Archon, and then Fort Icon. Shrine. Okay, what do we need here? Cracked lodestone. Do I have any of these? Nice. Oh, I get you. We don't have confirmation that an update's been pushed. Nothing even to the PTR? Because usually I thought the PTR gets it well before everybody else. I know Valheim right now, they have the next minor update. Gotcha. Everything wants to give me poison damage out here, man. These are friends. That's Fort Icon? No, we're not going to Fort Icon yet. I gotta get exploring all this stuff. Beasts messing with ethereals. The beasts are just, they look like regular animals though. They don't look like they're any kind of chthonic thing. Alright, so there is no way to go over here. This is just purely to get the rest of the map explored. There's no branching path over here. Yeah, no, that's done. Okay. Now that I know, I can go and continue doing things. Oh, last update was yesterday. So is it... So here's the pattern I think I'm sensing with Sean and No Man's Sky, right? Sean puts out a tweet, single emoji. Letting everybody know, here's the theme for the update. The next day, Sean tweets out the triple or the cowboy bacon emoji or whatever. That's usually the one where it's like, okay, stuff's been uploaded. Now the next tweet, be like, hey, have at it. Plus 20 lightning. Player level 42. Go scratch. Go scratch. That's all I gotta say. Go scratch. I love watching the speculation stuff with No Man's Sky too, like when the tweets drop, because it's waving. It's a wave. So people are like, is it hello? Is it goodbye? Is it hold on to that. Is it like hello, goodbye? It could be just literally waves, because it's multiple now. It's like multiple waving waves. But didn't they introduce that stuff with Worlds Part 1 or 2 with the water, with the waves and all that kind of stuff? Or am I misremembering? Because I haven't played No Man's since a while. The expedition where you could play as autophages is when I last played. Ding ding. Hold on. Shaman. You already got the water update. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's not going to have anything to do with that, unless it's something like maybe a new water vehicle, a new water base type. Maximum lightning output. More health. More lightning damage plus bleeding. Maybe we do more with this. And with... more energy cost. More pet damage. More physical damage. And additional threats. Stun targets for 2. Or this one is... slows target. There. And then Void Mother stuff. Wave is saying hi to her. Oh, that could be a good one. Because they kind of like touched on the Void Mother, and then I don't remember hearing anything about her since, right?
That skill's not ready.
So this might be it. It's her saying hello, I'm here now. Oh, maybe that's what it is. wondering if that is it.
That skill's not ready.
Friends, okay. Oh. We could have went down here the whole time, okay. Not sure which way I have to go. These are friends, these are not friends. Nothing here. Look at the map. Tomb of Archon. We'll go that way to the top right. So that's probably the way we have to go. I'm gonna go this way. See what's over here. Tomb of what? Oh, that's where we have to go. I don't like that. I've got to explore all this and that. Don't you know who I am, video game? That's quite peculiar. Oh, it's probably... there was something there, but because I'm walking through it, it's... yeah. Well, that's how it works sometimes. I think I legitimately was missing those things. It's nice. I'm frozen? No, 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 no. We don't do that over here. I drink your milkshake. You don't touch mine. Check this out, and then we go back to the Archon tomb. Unless there's two entrances to it. We gotta go talk to that dude, though. Is that Black Legion Footman? Don't go in there. The ethereals have torn open a rift, more are pouring through. You gonna be okay? Once things come down, I'm sure someone will come for me. I don't know about that. I think I'll be okay. Nice. No. Ugh. No, none of that. Oh, this is which portal? Fort Icons. Now we have the portal and Fort Icon. That's nice. Now, Fort Icon is a vendor area. Lore time. Praetorians report. The air reeks of sulfur and smoke. It is difficult to breathe as I write this report. We have been ambushed, facing overwhelming odds. Some kind of ethereal monstrosity has risen from the earth up ahead and is spreading aether fire wherever it passes. I've never seen anything. The captain ordered us to punch through the opposition and take out the horrific thing, but he was killed in the initial attack that claimed most of our equipment and troops. The men panicked and we were forced to retreat. I managed to rally the few that were left, but it had become abundantly clear that we would not survive this. I pulled the battalion back from to the entrance and ordered a full retreat to Fort Icon. With the ethereals fast approaching, there was not much time to consider our options. I had the quartermaster hand me what was left of our explosive charges. We rigged the tunnel entrance and set them off, effectively sealing the mountain pass and the ethereals in with it. I regret to report that the Twin Falls Bridge destroyed. With the Twin Falls Bridge destroyed and the tunnel sealed, we are now effectively blocked off from the south, but take solace in knowing that the immolation we witnessed will not spread beyond the mountain crags. Oh. Glacier. A new item. Necropolis Scout. That's right. This is all... Collect 50 lore notes. This is all going towards the Necropolis, from what I understand of the maps or the lore so far. Yeah. Oh, dude, we're almost there. We're almost at the end. Heck yeah. Commander Lucius ordered a scouting mission to the north. When I asked what we should be looking for, he almost lost his temper and said anything that might cause a disturbance. His reaction seemed rather out of place and strange. The commander is not known for such outbursts. It also struck me as odd the way he used the word disturbance. I took my scouting squad through the north gate and almost immediately started seeing some ethereal activity. We changed our course and headed for the hills rather than traveling the main road. It took longer, but we avoided large numbers of the ethereal dead. They appear to be gathering in the north in preparation for an attack. Their numbers have swelled tremendously since my last mission outside the walls. The return trip is going to prove difficult. I sent one of my scouts back to report this information immediately. Heading north, we passed by the necropolis. From the mountaintop, we did not see anything unusual. Switching as far as we could on our resources, we discovered nothing but the accursed blood cultists everywhere. Avoiding them made our progress slow. We did see one strange thing of note. The cultists appeared to be collecting blood in vast quantities and hauling them in wagons filled with large glass cisterns. We followed for a bit to see where they were being taken, but we were spotted and forced to retreat. Okay, so these guys are just trying to... They're spooping in on the cult of Cthulhu. Calamity Ruination. I want to sell things. Hold on.
Good, you've arrived.
Oh, it's Creed.
Things here, betrayal, sabotage, call it what you will. We've been attacked from within. The Ethereals, it seems, have gotten a hold of the commander. Precisely. Based on the reports, Commander Lucius has been sending our men out on futile missions, thinning out the force's defenses. Then, once the
Inquisitor Creed's levels are too low.
gates allowing the Ethereals to pour in. It's not counting on human
Ingenuity, however. Weapons Master Adric collapsed the front gates with some explosives, cutting off the enemy's forces. When we arrived with reinforcements from the south, the coward Lucius fled to the armory.
Until those gates are clear,
We're stuck here. I need you to enter the armory and recover what's left of heavy explosives. Use them to clear the rubble.
but beware of Lucius. He
So,
has shed his human disguise in favor of a monstrous form.
heavy explosives is what we need to clear those rocks, I guess. As you can probably guess, the fort's seen better days. What do you need? Capable to enter the armory and recover what's left of our scrap and building materials. The supplies were originally designated for Homestead, but with the recent attacks, we can't afford to spare any resources. After Lucius opened the gates and the Ethereals started pouring through, they had no choice but to collapse our own gates with the explosives. Fortunately, the possessed commander had fled into the armory, perhaps to finish sabotaging what's left of our arsenal. Alright, I got you. I got you, boo.
See anything you like?
Let's sell these. Sell. Hold on to this guy. Ooh, I could use you now. Sell that, sell that. Sell that. Wearing a Juggernaut helmet, I just realized. Back to here now. What is this on here? Cracked lodestone. I think I just got a couple of cracked lodestones. Cracked lodestone. Where exactly is this taking us? Nowhere. Okay. We gotta get down to here and go through. Okay. Oh, like so. That's a mighty interesting axe I have, huh? Let's see if it does any good. I likes it. Hey, babe, I'm doing okay, buddy. How are you doing? I didn't see your message there. I'm sorry. I think you got me when I was in the middle of reading those giant lore drops. But how are you doing, friend? How's everything on your end going? Because remember the last time you messaged, you were in the middle of a wake. Guys ain't got no chance anymore. Ring of steel. Nope. Gonna leave that one be. Icy chests. This one's doing a significant amount more damage. Starfire. Ooh. Trying to get the blue rings. Elemental damage on that right now. That's where I gotta kill Commander Lucius. Nope. Oh, hello, crumbling wall. I love that about this game, just running up to random bits, and it's like, yeah, here's a definite little spot where you can, crumble this stuff. Wait a second, babe, I just saw them writing. And hanging out and holding on. Lots of... Good. I'm glad you got people that are, like, there for you. It's rough. Even when it's, like, known. But, oh. Lightning damage, electrocute damage, required physique. Why is that? Hey, Mugen, how you doing, buddy? This does, oh, because I have... I need more before I can wear this. Doing well, good, dude. Alright, let's go take care of... mission. Oh, nice, dude. Congrats and happy early birthday. After the explosion that destroyed the armory, I went back over this past week's reports and compiled this collection of excerpts which I found to be relevant. They are pulled together and arranged in the order the events took place. I do this in hopes that it will illuminate how this happened and raise questions of what might be done to avoid future attacks like this. This is assuming we survive. Captain Black Bachner. Report from the north wall. While patrolling the upper wall, I witnessed a soldier enter the armory. I would not make note of it, except he appeared to have been looking around the courtyard to make sure no one could see him as he entered the gated door. The torches were out in that area of the courtyard, so it's impossible for me to see who it was. Several men have gone missing, and we suspect that they have deserted. A complete search of the fort and surrounding areas has ended with no sign of them, however. The scouts have found no tracks and have concluded the men never left the fort. Report from the Master of Arms. I have discovered 10 small casks and 5 large casks of black powder missing. It is difficult to account for the missing supplies since only 5 people in the entire fort have access to the keys that would open the black powder storage. Commander Lucius headed the search himself after receiving the worrying report, stating that the bottom levels of all the way to the top of the towers, nothing was found. Well, he seems to be the guy that was the bad guy. So we got the bad guy leading the search. Of course, they found nothing. Nothing here. All right, now we continue. How's your Subnautica playthrough going, dude? Precious resources is over there, so let's go do that one. Done. Going around the main crash ship the other day, did not find where I was supposed to go. Okay, so I could tell you where to go, but I had trouble there as well. I needed some assistance with that zone myself. here. Nice. A whole lot of corpse dust for my troubles. Well, it's the front of the ship, but it's not underneath, it's above. You need to start walking around on top on part of that ship, on the hull. Yeah, I had no idea about that, so I just kept trying to like swim around the bottom, and I think I wasted like 2.5 straight, like at least 2.5 hours on that part. They're trying to figure that out.
Skill's not ready.
Explosion investigation. Supplies, they go here. Yeah, that way. Herald's Mask. No. Nope. I need more stuff. Lore time. This is my final report on the massive explosion that had destroyed the North Courtyard. It is intended to be read with the compiled notes pulled together from the past week. The intent of establishing a damage report and the death toll, I established a squad of soldiers and led them into the shattered depths below Fort Icon. The explosion appears to have blown down into the sewers, making the Smellenian armory ungodly. That in and of itself has made almost impossible to go down there. The plumes of smoke reduced our vision and choked the air. Crumbling walls, supports, and floors were in constant danger of additional collapse. The explosion appears to have been centered on a single large support below the armory, and at the bottom of the devastation we found several dead men, charred almost beyond recognition. They be the men who went missing earlier this week. My investigation indicates that the missing men were using stolen black powder to make an opening into the sewers to make their escape. In the closing of this report, I'd like to raise two concerns. First, one of the men was an explosives expert and should have been aware of the destructive potential of so much powder. By itself, I wouldn't give this detail a second thought if not for my second concern. Another of the men has been with the Black Legion for nearly 8 years with no signs of dissent or disagreement with the command. In fact, he was due for promotion to a commanding position soon. Something doesn't fit here. The tale that is painted indicates sabotage from within, but who would go through such lengths to frame these men? Without more information, I cannot say with certainty what is going on. My gut tells me that there's more at play here than it first appears. Oh. We got a investigation on our hands. Alright, this a ways. So that's why there's all these flies around. Oh, that seems like a boss fight. Okay, terrific. That is a something, all right.
You're a fool to have followed me down here. Die, human.
Tanking it. Running.
Significant wretch. Die, human.
That skill's not ready.
Got him.
Victory.
Untitled letter. Two-handed sword. I'll take it to sell. Fire, aether. No, it's just doing electrical damage. Untitled letter. I have successfully infiltrated the fort as you commanded. It is ironic that the commander of this garrison is one of the weakest minds I have ever encountered. There is so much turmoil and fear that resides within him. He was easy to manipulate and overwhelm. While I do have full control of his body, there is something in the region that tampers with direct communication, something tainted and ancient. Anything capable of such an act demands further investigation. I write this correspondence in the meantime so another may look into this matter. Fort Icon has proven to be a challenge for us, and now I understand why. The vast stores of weapons and war machines the humans have amassed is staggering. It is a wonder they have not exterminated themselves in their endless pursuit of warfare and self-destruction. Nevertheless, everything moves according to our grand plans. I have already taken steps to sabotage their armory and planted evidence leading to several deserters. Nobody suspects my involvement. But the main... Hold on. Gotta take a drink. But the main reason I have deemed it necessary to report to you comes from a most unexpected discovery. The anomaly. The revealer of secrets walks among the humans and now shares with them our plans. We have since adjusted our projections in this region, ensuring that anything the anomaly reveals is of no use to the humans, but its knowledge of our ways could still vital to our success of this world. For now, I have begun sowing the seeds of distrust about the anomaly to the humans. Their fear is so great that they had it moved to the prison where it remains. Once my sabotage is complete and the gates are open, Fort Icon will fall. Then we can deal with the traitor as is fitting of such unprecedented betrayal. You watched, and oh yeah, he was playing Riftbreaker. That's a cool tower defense, base builder kind of survival game. I remember when I first started doing like Let's Try This's, I was playing just games in my backlog for like a little bit, and that was one of the ones that I did not get a handle on how to do mixing yet. I cannot ignore 100 plus armor. Plus it's blue. Mark of the Traveler is this one. Health regen, movement speed, slow resist. What am I losing on this also? Lightning damage. I could put cracked lodestone, but then I lose 18 health regen per second. Probably go with the health regen, to be honest. Mark of the Traveler. Where is that? It looks like this. There it is. Yes. Blueprint learn. Squire's boots. RTS mix for. Yeah. I can't remember how long ago it was I played that. YouTube's dash is acting up. I can't even look it up and tell you how long ago it was that I played it. But it's a 2.0 now. They made some major revisions to it. I think they put in co-op, which wasn't there before. Which is cool. I just remember getting annihilated in the hour that I played that game. Destroy the barricade. The Black Legion or Homestead. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely a game that benefits from multiplayer. The single player, if you don't quite understand some of the systems, you can get overwhelmed very easily. Especially if you go into the game thinking that it's one thing, and then it proves itself to be like 2 or 3 other things meshed in with it. Alright, let's go to... I have to go to Fort Icon anyway, so then we're on our way to here. Yeah, it's a little... It's a lot at times. It's not even a little, it's a lot at times, dude. But it's cool. I think it has some kind of granular controls over things. I'm not entirely sure if I remember that correctly.
Good work down there. We need to secure a forward position at the... We cannot simply march our forces straight into the necropolis.
The cult's minions will descend upon us in force, and we will be crushed before we even near the tomb of the Watchers. Instead, we will put your unique skills to use, make your way to the necropolis, past the plains of strife, and secure the nearest rift gate. Once you've done so, Ulgrim will come through with a contingent of our men. With the element of surprise on our side, we'll take them from within. Okay. What's your side quest? Yes, here they are. Crud.
Not any more scrap metal? If you find any blueprints, bring them back here.
Homestead, man, I was so close to being like fully there. Action discount, access to bounty table. Want to get that, man. Killing beasts, quests, and bounties. Killing the outcast. Killing Arcovian undead. Yes, you could just grind reputation. Killing Cronley's gang. Okay. That's cool that they have all that stuff there. There's a bounty. Legion requesting assistance with a priority project. Corporus voracious ghouls inhibiting our forces at the necropolis. Yeah, I'll take it. You're at the place. Per game, each faction will offer you 5... Oh. 5 bounties per game session. You know, from the Legion, perhaps there's something you could help me with. With the recent ethereal attack, I cannot allow this deception to carry on any longer. Anastasia, the witch who was allowed to enter our fold, must be put down. The Inquisitor insists that she is not to be harmed, but the trust he has in her is misplaced. Commander Lucius was an honorable man and dedicated soldier, but up until he was possessed by the ethereals, I refuse to believe that Anastasia's witchcraft was not involved in this corruption. As we are all under strict orders not to harm her, I need someone outside the Legion, such as yourself, to handle this for me. Will you enter the fort prison and deal with the wretched witch? Why does he want her kept safe if she's dangerous? They're convinced that Anastasia has valuable information, but I found her to be nothing but a web of lies. She's a witch tainted by ethereals and needs to be eliminated. The witch into the fort? I always believed it was a mistake, but Creed and Commander Lucius wished to hear her out when she arrived at our gates, with her hands above her head in surrender. She somehow earned their trust and was allowed to roam freely, spreading her ethereal taint throughout the fort and weakening her resolve. Alright, I'll get rid of her. This game is definitely fun. Like, it's probably the most fun that I've had with an ARPG in a while. Like, last Epoch was good, but like, I tried replaying it today because like the new season started, and because I don't know, I just got so bored with it, I started to like fall asleep while playing. I just hate the way that like the seasonal model works for these kinds of games sometimes.
What a curiosity you are.
What is this? A human and not yet. And yet not. There's an aura about you, stranger, but I cannot sense the spirit. Tell me, what fate has befallen you? Why are you under Creed's protection? The good Inquisitor considers my knowledge of the Aether and the ability to foresee the Ethereal's attacks to be great value, something many in the Legion have trouble grasping. Creed has personally requested that I be kept safe so that what I know is not lost to some soldier's wild accusations. Why should I trust you? I assure you, I came to the Legion with the full intent of helping them battle against the ethereal invasion. My information has already saved many lives. Oh, this is the dissenter from there. Will you join them in condemning me? I think about this. Let's talk more, lady.
My, what a curiosity you are.
Captain Reeve wants you dead. I wasn't act surprised, but that man's made no secret that he despises me. He branded me a witch and called for my execution from the outset. Why does he hate you so? I have great talent for manipulating the Aether, and I have dabbled in divination, which I suppose is where the superstitious soldiers drew their ire. Everybody claims they want to know the future until they actually hear it. It's difficult to separate the bad from the good when so much pain awaits a mortal in there. He says that you led to his possession. I'm afraid that the blame lies solely on the one who did the possessing, though a weak mind greatly facilitates the process, to be sure. I've had nothing to do with the unfortunate commander's fall from grace. Why should I trust you? Then also go back to the first part. I was possessed, but that... What a marvel you are. They say that to become one with an ethereal you must lose all that defines you, but it seems there is more to the mystery than the rumor lets on. The Aether holds many secrets, but few are held from me. There are those who fear such power, but that is why you're here, no? Captain Reeve wants you dead. Why does he hate you, and I should trust you? I'll defy Reeve. Wonderful. Now that we've put this unpleasantness behind us, I was hoping you could hear me out. Nobody in the Legion will help me, but perhaps you will be understanding. With all the commotion during the ethereal attack, I'm afraid most of my personal stores were damaged or even destroyed. If I'm to continue my work here, I must have another ancient heart, blood of Cthon, and tainted brain matter. I think I have all those. They're pivotal to my research, but acquiring them on my own is simply out of the question for this old crone. I've got them ready. Boom! Easy level up. Have you ever heard of the tale of the great beast, Baronath? It is a legend as old as time, it seems, with countless retellings of different heroes and sometimes even different creatures. In each of them, the hero tracks down a monster that's been tormenting local villages. The hunt takes the hero 10 long years through the forgotten lands and the far-off shores, but it always ends up atop a mountain where Baronath is impaled upon a spear of bone. The beast plummets from the peak, and from its spilled blood were born the monsters we dread today. The details are muddled in folklore, but one fact remains constant. Baronath once lived. To have a piece of such an ancient lineage could prove useful to my spell work, and I believe I know where one such spawn of Baronath dwells. People of Burwich call it Callus Ka, the Bone Hunter. It hunts within the area called East Marsh. Track it down. Slay. Okay. That's in Burwich. Right? Alright, so now I have this bounty. Wrath of the Beast. East Marsh. Let's go try this out real quick. Burwich, East Marsh. Wow, that's a decent walk. That. Don't even try, guys. I got this. Yep. Repair site, so now we can go on. Wow, that dude who took me so long before just two-shot him. Boom. I mean, it does make sense. I'm level 41 now. Here at the repair site. Repair it. This is the East Marsh, right? You have to hunt it down, it said, right? Doesn't look like it's all that massive. And no wonder this stuff was blocked off. Level 45s.
That skill's not ready.
I guess that's good though for me because then I could level up quicker if everything is like 3 to 4 levels higher than me. I just also have to be careful that like everything's 3 to 4 levels higher than me. Means I can get one shot super easy. This marsh is pretty big. Oh. Oof. I'm dead. I got poisoned by something. Holy shit.
See anything you like? Iron well.
No. I wish to get out of here. Something just took me out real quick and easy there. Back over here to you. Good lord. Oh yeah, I could level up. I My pets will take care of that easy. We go for now. And then also another bag? Jesus, dude. Zeke, it needs to be 484. More. Bang of the Bone Hunter. That wasn't even the Bone Hunter that I was fighting right there. Weren't even the boss I'm supposed to be fighting. It's just some random thick boy. Muddy note. Let's read this muddy note. Blasted bridge south of town seems to have collapsed. Figured I'd try my luck through the marshes. Damn, that was a poor decision. Now the wagon is stuck in this fetid bog, and I'm stuck right here with it. Have a ton of gold and gems in the back. Enough for a king's ransom. I still can't believe my fortunes. The owner of the jewelry shop just left it abandoned, and somehow nobody else got the idea before me to break in there. Of course, that might be alright. Might be for nothing now. It's just sticking in the mud. If it so the horse will end up pulled in with it. I'll have to do something and fast. I have to find some help. Surely the others have fled in this direction. A few gems should smooth over the conversation. I could see the light of a campfire not too far off. Couldn't make out a word they were saying. Sounds like a foreign language. But I'm sure we can come to an agreement. Who doesn't understand the common language of gold and gemstones? Gonna see who they are and if they can help me get unstuck. I can smell cooking pork too. Maybe they wouldn't mind sharing a bit. I don't think it's pork, my dude. Oh, I can't use that gun. Oh, Q brings that up. Okay. Son of a... Yeah, I have very little poison resist. I think I don't have much by resistances. Let's go again. Really should put a little portal down there. It's also getting late. After we do this, I didn't recover my old one. He's also 4 levels higher than I am. Ever since a certain, I forget where it was exactly, but like I'm under leveled but still holding my own in regards to things. So like I could just do this right here. That's where we're gonna come back to. Like, I'm level 41, just level 41. That guy's level 45. Even these guys are 43, and I'm just like plowing through them. I'm basically a glass cannon build. I barely touched anything near there, and I got hit with poison. I'm dead again. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my word, dude. I think this is proof enough that, like, I probably shouldn't be doing this. But at least this time now. Show up right there. What's up here before I continue? Oh, I should probably go down there before he heals too much. There, get out of here. I'm dead. No, we're good. It's 263 damage every second. Whoa. Just whoa. 263 damage per second. Yeah, exactly. When all else fails, just zerg them. Still have to try to find the Bone Hunter. No idea how large these marshes actually go. If I don't keep dying, I could actually level up here pretty easily. Since everybody's so, like, higher than I am. Clan. Oh, wait a minute, did I? There was something I used to put on these. No. Yeah, these marshes are pretty large. This is it. This is it. One, because it feels I see all the bones, and two, that right there. This I can do. There we go. It's a shrine. Ripped claw, offer. I probably also really do need to upgrade my God damn it. I've been ignoring my cunning this entire time. My armor. Squire's Greaves, Spirit Bane Ointment. On to this. Stuff we're keeping. The intent of using down the line. This might work. This armor plate. That might work actually. Selling all this. Yeah, I think that works pretty well. Yeah. That's good. Alright, so the marshes have been conquered. That's a way through, okay. Ooh, Ura Baruch's journal. whatever I just did with my armor swap outs, I feel like there's a massive output of damage now. Something powerful is coming from beyond. I have sensed its approach for some time now, but like a dream or some distant memory, the details were lost to me until now. I can feel it clawing its way through the veil somehow to the northeast of Burwich. No doubt they're drawn by the maelstrom of otherworldly corruption. I dare say its nature even eludes even me. But it is neither flesh nor spirit. I must discover what it is we are facing, and should the need arise, seal it away again before the barrier, behind the barrier between worlds. The Order does not need to concern itself with these matters quite yet. I must do this alone. Northeast of Burwich. Northeast. I guess that could be where we are here. But I don't know. It's not a mission. It's a lore drop. Could also be that these guys are now level 42. It's not like the 47s or 46s I was fighting in there. So when I fight things that are my level, I dominate. Which is, I guess, the way it's supposed to be, right? With ARPGs. I'm in my official demigod phase. I think it's the range of this area here. I think this is the 40-somethings. I was at about 46 with some of the other guys, though, so it definitely goes higher for specific, unique mobs. Overall, I think you're right. It's like a 42 to 44 zone. I also think this is the easier way to go if that's the case, because this is like the there's 44s. Instead of running into the 45s, 46s down below. I feel like down here is where everything's starting to get kind of nutty. Oh, I've been doing that the entire time. I was saying that before. I don't remember exactly when it was, but for the most part, everything has been above my level. But I've been making my build a glass cannon, essentially. So like everything crumbles around me. I just have to get better at evading. Right now, these are 42s. Around here was the big bad 46. We done took care of him. I just want to check this out and then we head back. boom, 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 boom. That's it for that part. He thinks that's all she wrote here. Sealed by Eldritch forces. Man, I really gotta come back. I guess that might be endgame stuff, to be honest. Because you run into the one big boss, and it will one-shot you. And when you die in this game, you don't lose durability for your weapons. You don't leave weapons behind or items behind. You leave experience behind, a la Dark Souls and Elden Ring. And if you don't, it's not like in Elden Ring where you have a currency and it's constantly on the side over there, and it's like, yeah, if you die, you drop that exact amount. This one is, you lose a percentage of, there's some stuff there. You lose a percentage, but there's no way to get to it, of your current. And if you fail to recover that, you lose a percentage of your XP at this point. So you could actually you might be able to D-level, D-rank, I don't know. We have to go to Fort Icon. Hey, witch lady, I've got your mission. Creature you felled must have been quite formidable to be armed with such a fang. I thank you for this. Come back and speak with me again sometime. Perhaps you relayed the Ocrone again. Alright, I believed the Arcovians had access to powerful divination magic, but the technique became lost when their civilization succumbed to the Necromancer's curse. I believe that we could recover this practice with the right information. A tome known as the Archive of Fates Untold is in the possession of the Arcovian named Shade of Elnadrin. It was under the Steps of Torment in the Broken Hills, cross the ancient gates, and banish Elder. Okay. Is this open now? Nope, sealed by her. So I have to... Steps of Torture. Where were you? Torment. Well, the mine and do that. Okay, but that'll be next time. Because it is late and I want to go to bed. I do look like the Juggernaut here. Alright, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. Let's see over here. I guess we could do a raid on YouTube because we have like 30 people between both streams. So let's see if anybody's on. Hopefully somebody's on. Maybe YouTube is finally working right now. Customization, redirect. Is anybody on? No, nobody's ever on, dude. Nobody is ever on. Well, I guess that'll do it for me then tonight. If you're over on Twitch, do not forget to drop a follow. It's the easiest way to support the channel. If you got a Prime token, maybe throw it my way if you feel so inclined to. But if you're on YouTube, do not forget to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell. Those are all ways that help out the channel, and you get alerted when I post content and go live here. I'll be back on today's what, Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? I'll be back on Thursday, picking up where we left off. I might pop on here to like grind out some rep and see what's going on with these bounty tables and stuff. But yeah, picking up story-wise where we left off with this. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Take care, have a good one, and I will see you Thursday.